And we are back today with another one with Drew Woodaz, the recruit, the 2024 recruit, a linebacker out of Jesuit High School. Drew, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm not going to lie, though. I'm ready for the weekend. For some reason, I keep thinking it's Friday. I've just been a day off all week, and I don't understand why. So, ready for the weekend to get here, and I'm definitely ready for college football to be back.
Definitely.
So, I want to start by asking you a question that I kind of like to break the ice with, something that we've been asking a lot of people lately, which is if you could be any animal, what would you be?
Um, Probably it's gonna be like a really basic answer, but it's just like a dog. I feel like they get treated the best. I mean, if you're lucky enough.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's okay to be a dog. You get human table scraps a lot of the time. You
Yep.
get to sleep in a bed in a nice house. Not a lot of animals get to do that.
They have the most benefits.
Yeah. I have had people come on here and say like a woolly mammoth, elephants, things like that, eagles. So those are pretty popular answers. First one to say a dog though, but yeah,
Most
Drew, most common. But Drew, go ahead and just tell us a little bit more about yourself, right? So tell us more about where you go to high school, where'd you grow up. Give us a little bit more insight to just who you are and a little bit about your family.
I go to Jesuit Tampa High School. It's a Catholic high school, all boys in the city of Tampa. But I grew up like 30 minutes north in a little small town called West Chapel, and that's where I grew up with most of my friends until I came to Jesuit my freshman year and met like most of my lifelong friends today, or what I hope to be my lifelong friends.
Looking at your recruitment, you've got some pretty elite schools looking at you. You've got ones in Clemson. You've got uh, an Iowa team that, listen, they've had an elite defense for years and years and years. Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Wake Forest. Give us a little bit more insight to this recruitment and, where have you visited?
I went to Clemson their junior day, the 28th of January. Um, I went to Clemson again. I did the camp over the summer, and then I did Oklahoma's camp over the summer. That was when they offered me. I've been to Wake, went to Wake over the summer as well, and that's all I've been to so far that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. Now, uh, there's two schools that really intrigue me, and it's Clemson and Oklahoma. And the reason being is former head coach Brent Venables. He is recruited and coached the linebacker position very well over his career as being a coach, whether it's an assistant, a coordinator, or now as a head coach. And formerly at Clemson, I'm assuming he was recruiting you there before he left, correct?
Um, no, he wasn't. He was recruiting my brother.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's kind of how we met. And I mean, I don't see how you can't dig his personality. I mean, he's like an energetic guy. He's very charismatic, and I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's like he's like he's a great guy all around. And I mean, it's just like awesome to talk to him when you finally get to talk to him. And it's like hard not to like be attracted to it.
Oh yeah, no, Venables is a great guy, and we're definitely excited to have him here at Oklahoma. But um, what does that relationship look between y'all? Do you guys talk a lot frequently? And obviously, so I'm assuming your brother went to Clemson.
Yes, he did. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, you've kind of got, I guess, now ties to both places. One at Clemson, and then now at Oklahoma with Brent Venables. What does that relationship look like now with Brent Venables and the new linebacker coach at Clemson?
I mean, I wouldn't say we're like family, but like every time we see him, it's like it feels like we're family. I mean, he's just that type of guy. I mean, my parents love him. And, I mean, my brother loves him as well. If my brother had the opportunity to play for him, I mean, I'm sure he would love it. But he's happy at Clemson right now. So, and he's just like cool. I mean, I don't talk to him as much because I mostly talk to Coach Roof, the guy that I'd be like learning from.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be my position coach. So, I mean, but it's all around great.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you've got a chance to meet Dabo out there at Clemson. I'm assuming he's got a similar personality to Brent Venables because
Yes,
Dabo
sir.
looks like a pretty fun guy.
Yeah, he is.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, have you been to any of the games for any of these schools during the regular seasons at all?
I went to the ones where my brother thought he was going to play, and he did play a little bit. I went to Oklahoma versus Baylor, and those were the only 2 games I went to this year.
Okay. What's your I guess because I'm assuming you probably went with your brother during his recruiting visits. What were some of your favorite stadiums that you've ever been to?
It's going to be very surprising, but Troy, Alabama, Troy University.
Really?
That whole entire campus is just like it's ridiculously nice.
Okay, that's definitely interesting. So,
So,
as a recruit and a linebacker, what are you looking for in a school? So when you look to commit somewhere, are you looking somewhere because of the facilities? Are you looking somewhere because of development? What are some of the things that you're trying to check on your list?
really, how they set you up for the future. I mean, because if you want to make the NFL, if that's your main goal, which I hope everyone who's playing in college is, I think that's what you want is them to set you up in the NFL and like your best shot. But I mean, if you have an opportunity outside of football and you have the ability to like have a good job or stable something after football, I mean that's important as well. But how they develop you as a player is of course important, and my relationship with the coaches would be huge. Is huge.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. And then is there like a specific player that you model your game after, whether they're still in college or NFL?
Um, I want to say Isaiah Simmons, but yeah, Isaiah Simmons. That's the right answer.
Hey, you know what? That's a good one. That's a good one because he's made himself a living in the NFL, and
Yep.
whenever somebody points to the success at Clemson at the linebacker position, Isaiah Simmons is always on that list. He's
Yep.
always a name to mention. That's a great one. So, hey, what would you say some of your strengths and weaknesses are?
I think my strengths are I'm faster at the linebacker position. I play safety at my high school right now, so I feel like I can cover more ground. And like coverage is really my main strength because I have the ability to get there, make plays. My weakness, I feel like it'd be mostly inside run. It'd be like inside run things in between the tackles. But right now it's because I'm 200 pounds. I mean, I played last season at 185 pounds, so it's kind of hard to tackle a 215-pound running back coming downhill. But I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, you were like my size, and there's no way I could tackle somebody that big. I'd get run over. So, yeah. Hey, so what's like your biggest motivation when you're playing football and going through this entire process?
um, really just like make sure my parents don't have to pay for college. I think that's like a big thing. And I hear people say a lot of times they're like, "Oh, your brother's better than you," and to like be better than my brother and my sister too, because got some footsteps to fill. So
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Especially people are going to compare you to your brother. You always got to try to beat that narrative.
yep.
Yeah. So, well, I guess as we start to wrap up here because these recruiting in the interviews, they're not super long. We keep them a little short for you guys. But is there a specific place that you want to visit during your recruitment?
Um, Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I definitely want. I think it would have to be Vanderbilt. I mean, because I have a great relationship with their staff, and I mean, I've always heard good things about it. I had a buddy that was committed there to play baseball, but he ended up decommitting and going to Ole Miss. But that's besides the fact. But he said it was nice. He said he loved it, and I mean, I just want to check it out and see what it's all about.
Yeah. Now, is there any desire for you to go play at an SEC school because they're in the SEC, or does the conference really not matter to you?
I mean, I don't really think the conference doesn't matter to me. I mean, if you look at, you can see schools all compete with each other: Big Ten, ACC. I mean, doesn't really matter to me. I just want to play ball.
Okay. And do you have a date that you kind of want to have your commitment wrapped up?
I'm shooting for like July, early or late July. That's all. I mean, if it doesn't happen by then it doesn't happen by then, and I'll take however time I need, just to make sure I'm making the right decision.
Okay. All right. Hey, well, Drew, we really appreciate you coming on today and giving us a little bit more insight again to another player here in the 2024 class as yourself. And is there anything else that you would like to say to just anybody that's watching?
No, not really.
All right. Hey, well, we appreciate you coming on. Hit this.